We're SlikRok Productions, and over the last couple of years, we've had a lot of problems with steering components. We've changed out the factory rack and pinions. We've ran Super ATV rack and pinions. We've ran Wicked built rack and pinions. We've had a lot more success with those. They're a lot tougher than the OEM components are. We've gone with standalone EPS systems, the motors in them. We were blowing a lot of fuses. We were getting check engine lights. They overheat and they pop the fuses in them. And going with the standalone systems, that alleviated a lot of the problems. But one problem we haven't been able to get away from is we break rack and pinions. And this comes from a couple of things, but the rack and pinion being behind the tires in the car, when you're driving and you run into a rock, and we do a lot of rock crawling, but if you hit something, the rack and pinion takes all the abuse from the impact. And so it hits your tire, the tie rod end compresses into the rack and pinion and it breaks the sides of them out. If you're running aftermarket tie rod ends, the inner tie rod ends are a lot bulkier. Most kits like Ford AM kits will have spacers in them so you can't bottom them out, but it still takes the impact. And I'm really excited about this upgrade right here. So this is Sandcraft steering stabilizer. This thing is billet, it's beautiful. It says on their website, this is the last steering upgrade you'll ever do. They claim we can't break this, but the point of this is, so it bolts to your frame, the rack and pinion bolts on the inside of it, and then your tie rod ends to this side of it. And so what it does is that when you collide with something, this takes the impact. It takes all the impact of the collision, so it isn't getting transferred to your rack and pinion. They claim you can't break one of these things with this, and we're going to find that out. But these things are beautiful. They come with their own tie rod ends. These tie rod ends are billet. They have chrome moly heim joints in them. This is a complete kit for $750. Now bear in mind this thing is billet and they're expensive, and $750 to me is a really cheap kit for what you're getting here. So all the steering boxes that we've bought and that we've come across, you're $450 on the cheap side, you're $1,000 on the expensive side. And so with this kit, I mean, every set of aftermarket tie rod ends you get, you're gonna spend at least $200 for good tie rod ends. So you get both of those for $750, and if I never have to put in another steering box again in my life, I'm personally gonna be one grateful guy. I'm really tired of breaking rack and pinions. So we're gonna install these. Where these bolt on your frame, if you have an aftermarket winch underneath there, it changes the relation of the plate to the frame. They're making a plate kit for that for your winches, so they're gonna start having these available with the kits. They're not quite there yet, but they're really close. We're gonna do an installation. We've modified one of those plates. It's really easy to do to get your winch in there anyway, but they're gonna start offering that so you don't have to do it. But I think this is going to be the cure for everything that ails us with steering, and we're gonna find out, and we will certainly let you know in the next video.